Happy Monday, LinkedIn friends. How are you? Joe Lenhart here again today just to talk to you about leadership. Leadership. If you've not seen my little videos before out there on LinkedIn, a new connection with me or just haven't made the time, listen, all we're trying to do is produce these little videos instead of just the written word to influence and encourage any leader that's out there trying to grow as a leader. And so every week I try to talk about some buzzwords that have really impacted my leadership over the years. Incidentally, real quick, before I jump into that, I was thinking this morning about how so many people think they have to already be in the chair to be a leader. Is that true? I don't think it is true. John Maxwell writes about this all the time, that, leaders are everywhere. And you don't have to have a name badge that says I'm the leader to be the leader, right? That was my best John Maxwell impression there. Anyway, with all that said, one of the things this week that I was thinking about on my whiteboard this morning was, we talked about empowerment last week, and we talked about integrity as well, within that message. I mean, it's so true that integrity is really lifeblood for any leader. Isn't that true? Right? And so I've still got that on my mind. It's so important that we stand for something, right? Or we fall for anything, as the old saying goes. And so this week on my whiteboard, what stood out for me was core values. Core values. This has been a really important topic for me over the years. It's been a fun team project that I've tried to lead and really fuel along the way. Basically, if you're a leader that is part of any organization that doesn't have core values established, what a great opportunity and a great project for you to get working on today. And it really is a team project, because if it's just a push down, thumb down kind of project from the leader, well, it's not going to have buy-in from the team, right? And this impacts your culture. All of these decisions are so critical to building culture, in my view. And so put together the team, or put it out there to the entire team, and have them make suggestions on 5, 6, 7. I've had as many as 10, I think, core values that we are going to live by as a team. They're going to be the center of everything that we do, for better or for worse, right? And it's a fun team project, and you're going to really enjoy seeing what they come back with. So many times, my teams have come back with the word integrity as number one on the list, and we've lived by it. And I love that. I was so proud of that, right? In fact, I can tell you a few years ago, I was part of an institution where, I was in a leadership role, and we had a compliance issue happen that required some due diligence and investigation and all that jazz. Well, it was an unfortunate thing. It happens in business sometimes. Sometimes it's egregious. Sometimes it's accidental, right? And this one was probably somewhere in the middle. And I was asked at a high level, Joe, how do you want to handle this? And again, this is how much I believe in our core values, okay? I simply returned the question with a question. And I said, so let me ask you, what is our number one core value? The answer was integrity, Joe. Exactly. So no matter how Joe feels about it personally or emotionally, right? It really doesn't matter. We have a commitment that we are committed to our core values, right? And so we really don't have anything to discuss, do we? In my view, there sometimes have to be consequences, right, around core values. But most often, core values bring us joy. They bring us success. They bring us stability. They bring us this sense of pride, in my opinion. Unless you're a leader who does the project, puts it in an SOP, and sets it on the shelf and just lets dust bunnies collect on it. Then don't waste your time, right? But if you put it in your SOP, put it in your team meeting agendas, put it on the walls of your institution, if you are a leader who talks about it and supports it and loves on it all the time, then your team is going to support it as well. and you're going to be a better team for it, and your culture is going to prosper with core values and a foundation about your team. All right. So that's this week's words, I guess, of the week, and that's core values. Give it a whirl. I think it's going to be a lot of fun for you, and it'll be fruitful for you as a leader. Talk to you next week. Bye-bye.